Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and here it is, ASSETTO CORSA Rally. One of the reasons why I didn't bother with Rennsport this week, because I knew there was another title coming up that I already really wanted to get on board with, and this is it. Now, those of you who follow the rally titles, the dirt rally titles, EAWRC, and indeed Richard Burns Rally, you're all excited by this, aren't you? I know I certainly was, and it promised to be something that was going to be a little bit better. Previously, rally games have been brilliant, but also flawed, mainly with the physics. Now, when I say that, particularly things like rear-wheel drive cars not handling quite the way they should do, particularly on tarmac, and ASSETTO CORSA Rally was basically saying it was going to sort all of that out. Well, let's see if it does. Now, this is an early access title, and I slated ASSETTO CORSA and Kunos with the Evo title because being early access, it really wasn't a lot there and it didn't work very well, although it's starting to get there. Sometime in the next 10 years we might have that finished, but this is a different developer, so they've now got two titles going on in early access. They've said it's going to be about a year away, but you and I both know that's probably going to be longer, who knows. But I thought I'd give it a quick try and see what it promised to be. So I'm not going to slate it for being early access. I know there's some issues, and I think there'll be an update coming pretty quick to sort a few of the things out. One of the big things I've got, I run two screens, one for OBS and everything else, and one main screen that I play the game on. And one thing you cannot do is go from my game screen to OBS without shift and tab, which is just a bit of a nightmare. OBS is also complaining a little bit about the recording, and I noticed that the colours aren't quite as bright on the OBS recording as they are on the screen that I'm looking at, and I've noticed that in a couple of the stream videos as well. They look a little bit grey is probably the best way of putting it. One of you may know the way of fixing it. Going from one screen to the other, I've tried full screen, I've tried windowed, I've tried borderless. They all do the same. If I go back to full screen, I think it is, and select it again, it will let me do it within the game, but then as soon as you start playing it, it won't. That will come with an update, I'm sure. There's also a few little frame stutters. Now, it does need quite a powerful PC to run this. I'm not so worried about that because once you get into it, you don't really notice that. I've been a little bit spoiled because I've been racing Race Room a lot recently, and there's zero stutters in that, which is actually quite good. The graphics on this you're going to see, and what my thoughts are of how it drives. Ignore the fact that I keep crashing because I haven't learnt any of the stages yet, and I'm not listening to the pace notes because I'm trying to talk to you guys. So ignore that and just have a look and see what my thoughts are and how they drive. As always, if it's your first time watching one of my videos, please hit that subscribe button. Lots of you are subscribing now. Thank you to every single one of you. Make sure you hit the like button. That gets more people to see it. And please comment away. Tell me if you have learnt some things about this. Grab yourselves a cup of tea or coffee, or indeed, if it's that time of the evening, something a little stronger, and enjoy this. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Everyone's seen what we've already got. It's all there. It's all the same stuff. You've seen the videos. Let's go and have a drive in something. The cars look great, to be fair. Just having a look round them. I've got my co-driver back. Look at that. Doesn't it look good? The detail on the cars is really, really good. And if you want to view the car, you can do things like open the bonnet. Let's have a look at the engine. There it is. Nice. Should we have a look in the door? Let's have a look inside. Oh. What's in the trunk? Oh, we've even got a spare wheel. Fantastic. I'm happy. It looks good. So, this is basically what we're looking at. Let's go and have a quick drive, because that's what we're all here for, just to see what it's like. We're going to free practice. I'm not too worried where. We're not going to do that. We're going to do this rear-wheel drive because that's one of the things that a lot of people have criticised in previous rally games. And when I say previous rally games, I'm talking the Dirt Series, WRC, that sort of thing. Richard Burns Rally is slightly different. Richard Burns Rally seems to be the market leader, if you like, in rally games at the moment, and Assetto Corsa Rally are basically trying to see what they can do with that. So let's have a look. We're going to go in manual. This will be fun. I downloaded the game as soon as it came out last night. I had a quick play with it, but I couldn't really do much with it. As you see, I've done 28 kilometers, it says down the bottom. I'm not going to do anything with setup. Let's have a play. So this means H-pattern gearbox, and it means e-brake, handbrake to the rest of you. Oh, it does look good. First of all, look at the graphics, the trees and stuff. I haven't done much with graphics. In fact, I don't even know what my settings are at the moment. My best time on this, 4 minutes 12. Okay, class 348. Don't know what that was in. I can't remember. But look at the graphics. Look at the detail in the trees, the dirt on the Marshall's high-vis. You'd never see clean Marshalls on rallying. He looks a bit moody, to be fair. Right, let's get it started up. Don't hit the Marshall. Look at that with his dirty high-vis.
3, 2, 1. Go, go, go. 70 over crest. 2, 5 right long, tightens 3.
Missed a gear already.
5 right, short, into 4 left, short, and
You can really steer this car with a rear.
into 3 right long,
I get some really nice slides going on.
60. Caution, brake, junction, square, 60 over crest.
And that I like. I'm still learning where this goes.
Over crest, 40, 3 left long, tightens 8. Into 2 right, no go, 50. Crest, into 3 left long, opens, and tightens.
Like that. See, it's satisfying when you get it right.
3 left, short, 40. 3 left long, small, 40.
Oh, this is proper.
And 6 right, no go, into 3 left.
See, you can get a slide, and when you get it right, you can hold that slide just on the power, which a lot of the other rally games you don't get. Oh, I got that all wrong. Very wrong. See what I mean? Just control it on the power through the corner. And look at this. People running out of the way. It's like the 80s. Oh, he's going to get hit if he's not there. It's really controllable, but a bit choppy at the rear. And then on the brakes for the end of the stage. And it does handle like a real rally car. 329, we'll take that. Look at the front splitter on that, the carbon fibre. It's fantastic. The detail on this is amazing. And this drives very, very different. Now, obviously being all-wheel drive, you would expect it to drive different. But there's something it does which isn't quite right. And that is that you get to a certain point of a slide. If you're a long way out of shape, you can't drag it back. And that is not the most realistic, to be fair. Let's see if we can do it. Nearly then.
5 left, over crest. Into 3 right, long. 40. 5 left. 60. Caution, brake, junction, square, on 60, over crest. 4 right, short, over crest, 40. 3 left, long, tightens late, into 2 right, don't cut, 50. Crest, into 3 left, long, opens, tightens,
But you can still control this
don't cut, and 3 left, short.
with the throttle. Yeah, that's one. You see? It just goes all the way around. Now that could be a setting or a setup problem with the car, I don't know. But it's almost like you've got grip, you haven't got grip. So you've got to drive it really gently.
Tightens late, don't cut, junction, go right, 100. 3 left, long, small cut, 40. 5 left. And 6 right, don't cut, into 3 left, long, don't cut,
But it's immense fun.
6 right, long.
Yeah, see, then again, no grip. To be fair, I don't know where I'm going at the moment. I'm not listening to the pace notes either.
6 left, caution, brake, 5 left, into 2 right. 40.
Brakes are not brilliant either. We made it.
And square right, don't cut. 3 right, and 3 left, long.
It's slidey.
5 right, 2 left, long, small cut. And 2 left, tightens, caution, through gate. And 3 right, opens. 5 left, long, and 4 left, very long. Over crest, keep in, 40. 4 left, 60. 3 right, short, keep in. And 5 left, long. 5 right, short, 50. Over crest, flat right.
You got to keep on top of it, otherwise you will be off. Oh look, cameraman.
Kings into dip. And Kings over crest into 4 right, dip, 40. 5 left. And flat
Oh,
over
that's big.
keep out, 150.
Whoops. Overall, it's really good fun. Really good fun. So we can't really do this without having a quick go to Stratos, just because it's stupid. Right, look at that, beautiful. Get my co-driver there, Mr. Barry Starling. Looks a bit thinner there. Let's see how this goes. We're going to be in manual. That's working good. First gear, good. Sounds amazing. Right, let's try not to run over the marshal this time. There we go, it's gone green.
5,
We're ready to go.
3, 2, 1, go. 40, 3 left, short, and 4 right, and 5 left. And caution, 5 right, brake.
Notoriously difficult to drive this car. Very difficult to drive.
Hairpin left, tightens late, 50. 3 right, short, 130.
You can steer this with the rear so well
Caution, 4 right, tightens 2.
when you get the hang of it. That's, sure that was a 4, not a 2.
Left, 70. Kings over crest into 5 left, 90.
Let's,
4 left, short, keep in, 40. 5 left, long, tightens late, 50. Brake, 3 left, tightens 2 into 2 right, long, Kings over crest, 70.
I'm just a passenger at the moment. I really am. I shouldn't have done this in the wet.
Into 6 right, keep out, 1 left. 5 left, tightens over crest, 5 right, 60. 4 left,
Oh dear.
into 3 right.
I've got to say, this is just so much fun. Even though I'm making a complete pig's ear of this at the moment.
And follows very long into 3 right. Caution, don't cut 60.
This is a monster to drive. Oh,
Into by left. And
this thing is a monster to drive.
crest 50.
I didn't see that.
Tightens. Gear over crest. Goes straight 100. Go left. Into drag.
This is a monster to drive.
Right tightens. Don't cut. Right 40. 4 right. Don't cut.
Oh dear. I think I might have broken it. Wow. Great fun. Now, disclaimer, first of all, I am not paid to do this. I didn't get a free Steam key. I'm doing this off my own back. I'm doing it because I wanted to. I'm doing it because I love rally cars. That's the main thing. If you've been, as I said, through the other rally games that are around, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, that we really want something else that's going to be developed, and Kunos seem to be those people. They've obviously just brought out Evo. Now we've got ASSETTO Corsa Rally. As I said, they've got 2 different developers, so hopefully these will start to come together quite soon, I hope. What do I like about it? Good sides. Graphics are amazing. They're really good, but you do need quite a powerful PC to run it. Mine is just about getting away with it. I don't think I really need to upgrade for it. The only one thing I have noticed is OBS is complaining a little bit, and the colours on the OBS when it captures the game are not quite as vibrant. The red is a bit more greyed out, if you like. So that's probably a setting. I'm sure I can sort that out. Rear wheel drive cars. You can steer them on the throttle all day long. Fantastic. Really, really like that. It's going to take some time to get used to it, but I'm really enjoying learning it. So hopefully we'll get some more cars and some more tracks to play with soon. Overall, the attention to detail on the cars is as you would expect from Kunos. Fantastic. Bad sides. There's always going to be bad sides. I know it's early access, but hear me out. I'm not bitching on them. I just want to tell you what I've noticed. There are some frame skips, although to be fair, when you're flat out in a rally stage, you don't really notice them. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. I think actually the graphics are probably better than they need to be, because again, when you're flat out in a rally stage, you're not really looking at the blades of grass at the side of the track, but it adds to the realism. I get that, I like that. One thing I have noticed is with certain cars, and I noticed it with the Zara, if you get a very long way sideways, it's very difficult to pull it back. Now, a four-wheel drive car, you should be able to get it back with the throttle to a certain extent, but it seems to be that it's got grip, no grip, and then you're gone, and it's really difficult to control that. Some people might think that rally cars are like that. A lot of the guys who have already reviewed the ASSETTO Corsa Rally sim have said that they've not driven rally cars, so they don't know. I actually have driven a rally car, albeit it was a very long time ago, on a stage which is not far from Haffron, and it was a Group N Escort Cosworth, and it was wet and it was gravel, and I know you can get them pretty far sideways and still pull them back if you know what you're doing with it. This I'm struggling to do that with, but maybe that's just down to the tyre physics, I don't know. But the physics overall compared to the other rally games, and I'm taking RBR out of this at the moment because I've not driven Richard Burns Rally, is pretty good. The attention to detail, as I said, that Kunos have put into this, even down to spectators running off the stage like it did in the 80s and birds flying away, it's fantastic. It's those little things that make the difference, and they've said it's going to be about a 12-month process to get this to the full game. They said that with ASSETTO Corsa Evo. We're not there yet, and I'd like to think they can do it in a year, but it promises to be a fantastic sim, particularly if you're into rallying. And if we start getting more stages and more cars, I think there'll be a couple of updates coming up very soon which will sort out a few of the little bits at the beginning. But overall, Assetto Corsa Rally, Kunos, thank you very much. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to what you do with it next. It is a bit of a no-brainer on Steam at the moment for how cheap it is. Go and buy it, support Kunos, send me money. Let's see if they can make this into the game that we really, really want. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you on track.